Michael B. Jordan has been dominating Hollywood ever since his roles in shows like The Wire, all the way now to making his directorial debut and his third time playing Adonis Creed in the movie Creed 3. So today we're going to be going over his diet and training regimen over the course of his career, starting from his first big break on the screen with Creed, all the way up to now with Creed 3, touching on Without Remorse and Black Panther. Who am I? My name is Quan. I'm a personal trainer. I've been one for 12 years, and I like to break down celebrity diets and training plans so that we can take some of that information, whether enhanced or not, to build our best physiques possible, all right? So if you want a personal training program from me and you're being coached by me, click down below to get you some online coaching, and I've got you. Other than that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you find these topics interesting, and let's get to this video and break down the diet and training over the career of Michael B. Jordan. Let's go. So how did the 2020 People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive train and diet to prepare for these various roles such as Creed and Black Panther? So starting out with Creed 1 back in 2015, he had to put on 24 pounds. In order to do that, he jacked up his calories, and he also hired, Corey Callier, who is a very famous trainer. I actually know Corey personally. He's a really awesome dude, very down-to-earth dude, someone that I really admire in this industry. So what's up, Corey? Love your content, love you, bro. Way to show out for us. So getting ready for Creed 1, and they put on 24 pounds, but their goal, straight from Corey's mouth, was they want to make sure that he looked like a boxer trying to act, not an actor trying to box. And so with that, they heavily focused more on the boxing training than anything. So they were doing their boxing sessions an hour or more a day, and then doing an hour of lifting a day. That's like a typical Hollywood transformation type thing to be doing as you're training. But getting ready for Creed 2, that's where things kind of got wild. So they bulked up 24 pounds, kind of had that lean physique, but going into Black Panther, which was in between Creed 1 and Creed 2, they had to put on even more mass. So they bulked him up an additional 20 pounds, maxing him out at 194 pounds, getting him as bulky as possible, cutting his cardio completely, and then reintroducing the cardio and taking his calories down and dropping him back down to around 183 to 184 pounds so that he could have that bulked up / slightly lean look that he had in Black Panther. If you look at him from Creed 1 to Black Panther, he's nowhere near as shredded, but he is much more intimidating, which was the overall goal of his look going into Black Panther. So as you wrap up Black Panther, now they got to get ready for Creed 2, so he's got to return to that lean look. So now it's back to the hour a day, maybe 2 hours a day of boxing and an hour of weight training. He's going through his grueling weight training, but he's progressed a lot now, because now we're entering year 3, year 4 of him training consistently with his coach. So the newbie gains that he had in Creed 1 are now gone. Now he's an established weightlifter. They even said that he started out only being able to overhead shoulder press 25 pounds at the beginning of his training in 2014, to then in 2017, his training, he was able to overhead press 115. Now, if that is that natural or not, who knows? But in terms of strength, that's actually very possible in a 3 to 4 year span to see that level of progression. So now we're back to weightlifting, we're back to training, and you have to remember here, folks, he has a level of muscle memory at this point. So this means he's bulked and cut so many times at this point that his body knows, kind of can settle down into, different levels or different versions of his physique. So he bulks up again. I mean, he gets lean for Creed 2, looks amazing, still has that density, still has that size, but now he's overall a lot more shredded. And now here's where things get really, really interesting. So going into Without Remorse, which is after Creed 2, he had to lean out, playing in the role of a Navy SEAL. So to lean out, they still had his cardio up, they cut his weightlifting down, and he focused more on doing circuit training, as he mentioned in a very popular Men's Health video. Now he's doing more circuits. He's doing stuff like where he has 4 or 5 exercises, 10 sets of each, 10 sets of each exercise, starting at 10 reps and working our way down. So you have 10 sets, it goes, 10 reps of everything, then 9 reps of everything, then 8 reps of everything, then 7 reps of everything, and so on and so forth. So with that being the case, now he has a lot more lean, more relaxed look. He's focusing more on fasted cardio in the mornings. He's not doing, the normal bodybuilder style training anymore. So after that, now we move on to Creed 3, the reason you guys clicked this video. So now the Creed 3 training program, I'll let Corey tell you guys what he put Michael through.
And because he's doing so much, it's like maybe we do 25 minutes in the morning. He boxing maybe a day for like 30 minutes, do a quick 20-minute session after that, maybe another 20-minute session at nighttime. So we're getting that hour of time, but we're doing it in small spurts, because I need him to be able to function and be a director and an actor as well.
All right, so as you can see, instead of doing the hour of cardio and hour of training, he's an experienced boxer at this point, and now he's making his directorial debut. So he's a lot busier, he's a lot more famous, he's got a lot more things going on than he did back in 2015. So to mix that up, they do micro sessions. So now they're doing, 20 minutes of, lifting in the morning, maybe a 20-minute session in the afternoon, 20 minutes in midday, where he's not mentally as exhausted. He's staying mentally sharp doing more micro workouts. So now, as you can see, his physique has progressed greatly over time, but starting from the beginning till now, he's done traditional bodybuilding, he's done more cardio-focused boxing training, he's done more, circuit-based training, and now he's doing even more micro workouts. So in this now 8 years we've seen him training and transforming, he's adopted 4 different training methodologies. So that kind of shows you that as you're progressing, if you want to see change, you don't want to do the same thing over and over again. You want to do something long enough to see how it affects your body and then make minor tweaks and switch and switch and switch and go on and so forth. That's my biggest thing that I see with people as they're trying to build their physiques. They don't typically take the time to go through a full training cycle of something, make adjustments and move on. They just hop from thing to thing. That's only 4 different ways of training over the course of 8 years. I know people who change this way they train every month. So, make sure you periodize your training and focus, and you'll be able to see some great results and see some great things. So now we're gonna go over to his diet. The number one thing that Michael B. Jordan always preaches is your chicken, broccoli, asparagus diet that you hear from Hollywood. To be honest, guys, if you're a natural lifter, I would recommend that that's not how you look at it. I would recommend you do more of a macro-based diet plan. Go online, find yourself a macronutrient calculator. I mentioned this in previous videos. Go do those, go check those out, and you're gonna be fine. Go to a macronutrient calculator online, type in your height, weight, and your goal, track your macros. That way you're getting everything your body needs to grow and change. Make sure you're getting a nice multivitamin so you can get all the micronutrients that you need. Try to eat as much clean food as possible and you're gonna be good, but don't just eat chicken, broccoli, rice, asparagus, etc., okay? That's just not sustainable over time. So to wrap up, folks, what do I think of his training? I really love the fact that they really periodize their training. That speaks volumes to how great of a coach Corey Callier is. I think that's really, really awesome. I think what you should take away from this is, whether you're natural or not, enhanced or not, you should definitely work on sticking to one style of training long enough to see results. I recommend sticking to one style of training for 12 to 16 weeks at a time, and then you can kind of make some adjustments and tweaks and move on to the next progression within your training. I also want you guys to take time off. During this 8 years, Michael B. Jordan took multiple breaks and time off, giving his body a chance to really heal and recover. Prioritizing rest is huge. Make sure you also get your sleep as well. I always recommend that everyone I work with sleep 7 to 9 hours a day, and if you can't, try to get as close to those numbers as physically possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it, gave you, shed some light on the transition and the training of Michael B. Jordan over these last few years. Don't forget to click down below to get some online training if you want to work with me directly as your coach. I would love to help you guys and love to work with you guys. We're going to be dropping more of these, so comment down below who you want me to do next, and I'll do this video for them, all right? I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, folks.